You son of a bitch. I'm in. So it's been a couple days. I did post some of the like off stream stuff. It's been a couple days since we streamed this. Um like I said, I don't know if well, I said it before, I guess, starting this part. I don't know if Bro's gonna be on tonight or not. He didn't say. But I have just mostly done cave runs, and I tried to do a little breeding, but the Spinos got put away, and I didn't feel like looking for them. Um, but I did do also a gamma earlier today. That didn't go out well. And I have this. Oh, I need the Drinkling on me. This one's actually in the cave. Literally all of these maps are in the city, though, which really sucks. What? But what I was thinking is I might take a Zeppelin. Not this one. I might just take a blank Zeppelin into... Huh? Whoa. That's laggy. I might take a blank Zeppelin into the city to see if that strat works. The other thing I was thinking might work is Mana Garmer, although I think it might not be able to outdo turrets. Anyway, I'm gonna join Discord if Bro comes on in a little bit. Bro comes on in a little bit. Otherwise, we might just, like, you know. I did breed the Rexes. I didn't really get anything good. I did get a mutation on one, but I don't know what the fuck the mutation is. And then I bred the Aureliacs. I hatched the egg. It was a female, and then I bred them. I was actually really worried when I did it. I didn't think about it until, like, redoing it, but it could have potentially triggered another defense thing, right? I mean, I didn't know. Unfortunately, these are both females and don't really have the best skills. We need better stam and better weight on that one. This one just has all of the worst stuff, so, you know, not particularly useful for us. Anyway, let's get going here. There's been some discoveries, and I think there was an update to the game. And I say that because I feel like the whistle doesn't really work very well anymore. And there's a longer cooldown. I feel like I used to, like, really be able to just, like, go for it. But now there's, like, a considerable cooldown. And sometimes it doesn't even work. It's a little on the frustrating side. I've also noticed that the Ocedon ball up doesn't really seem to work anymore. I can sort of do it, but then it just like pops almost instantly. I don't know what the deal is. Are these ours? Oh, they are. Okay. Off stream, I mostly have done caving runs hoping for a red loot crate because everything I've looked up says that a red loot crate is the only place to get an Ocedon saddle. I don't even think the alpha stuff can. But that's what I would like. We have gotten quite like a bit of stuff. Nothing really to write too home about. But yeah, for the most part, the whole off stream stuff was just loot crate getting, and I forgot even what this was at this point. But I tried to go on, and this is where we're stuck basically. I don't really want to have to go to another map. It kind of seems like we might have to. I tried taming Desmodus to see if it's like that one thing that didn't say Desmodus, but the Desmodus counted. I just feel like going to another map feels like such a cop-out, you know? Like, I couldn't do what I needed here, so I just left. That sounds so stupid to me. Same with, like, getting the drakes and all that shit. It just seems so annoying. Like, for me, I'd rather do the game, like, and keep it separate and as it is for this run, for this playthrough, rather than feeling like, uh, hey, I I couldn't do this here, or the map didn't have this creature, so I went to this map for it. Like I said, it feels like a real cop-out to me. I know some people say that's the way it's intended. It's not the way I intend to play it, generally. But, you know, I guess we're probably going to have to. I don't necessarily have to make global progress on a personal level. But I think... What? Didn't I kill that? I'm so confused. I think bro really wants to go to a new map. I just don't feel like we've earned it, though. Like, we haven't done anything on this map. We haven't gotten anywhere. We haven't even tried a lot of stuff. You know? So I feel like maybe if we can come up with a feat, like beat an alpha or something, um, maybe that'll make me feel better about it. Because it just feels like we're running away. And on alpha notice, apparently the only... Okay. Stipulation to this statement. The only alpha that can spawn naturally is apparently just the alpha raptor. All the other alphas can only spawn from the like caches. Isn't that interesting? That's interesting to me. I'm gonna regret this, but whatever. Where's my Octodon? There it is. I really need to respec and go into crafting skill and make a mana garmer saddle. Uh-oh. I mean, I say really need to. I want to, because I do think it would be good for travel. Also, I killed a 150 and a 145 direwolf earlier today. It's one of those things where I don't know until I've killed them, because they're in here. And at that point, I'm just kind of like, whatever. I think I got like 5 yellows earlier, so I'm not expecting any sort of good luck. But the way I see it is I should just do a normal run. Since I have to come in here anyway, I should just like come through here, kill things as I was, basically complete like a little run here. And I don't want to go into the city for this. I guess we'll see. But like if this ends up being a component here where I I switch to Borderlands because you know, he's not gonna show up after all. Or, you know, I waited for like however long. I don't really want to like do too much. I don't feel like it's that entertaining to just watch like 15 minutes of killing, which is why I haven't done too many off-stream things of these. Although that's basically all I do on stream, right? Just grind. I've also looked into, on grind, I've looked into the boss fight. I didn't look as deep as Moo did, but from what I can tell, there's like multiple phases that I already knew about the Lost King part. I looked into what he was talking about, and that looks like it's for the Lost Queen. And I guess it takes all of your tames away. No matter what. So I'm not really sure what happened. He was explaining that I guess his tames got like... The person who he was watching, the tames got like... lost? No, don't summon it. Fuck, 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 fuck. Where did it summon it? Come on. Get unstuck, dude. Like, what are you fucking doing? Did it summon it? Did it? No! Okay, okay. Hold on, we can recover this. What? Okay. Wow, that sucks. Okay. That is really just all garbage, isn't it? I mean, this is usable, but I don't really want it. Fuck. Where am I? There we go. First thing I hit. Yep. Every time. Every time now. I cannot roll up like any creature. I don't know why. I think they might have like nerfed it. Even like a Titanomirma, like an ant, will just fucking full stop me. I might just drop these fucking veggie cakes. Like, what do I really need them for? Interesting that I haven't seen a single loot crate yet. Okay, red. Ooh. Really tempted to go down there now, but we gotta keep it in order. We got to keep it in order. We don't, but it'll still be there later. Yeah. Red gives me hope. It's actually a pretty good chess piece. All I can think is they changed how it calculates the weight. And like before it used to be... Nope, never mind. There was no weight in there. I think before it was like its total possible weight, not the weight including whatever weight you might have in your inventory and all that. I think maybe now it includes your inventory, so if you actually want to hold something, you need to have like unlimited weight, basically. I've been having like really insane map luck today and yesterday, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. God, that is laggy. What the hell was that? Oh, there's a blue here. There hasn't been one here all day. It's also the only spot, I think, that you can like actively really hear it in. Enjoy water drinking noises. Okay. Actually wouldn't have been that bad to get that guy. What is that? Oh, they're babies, I think. Okay. We're just gonna drop all that because it's garbage. You know, that's a ghillie suit thing, right? What is that piece? I swear that is not what the ghillie mask looks like. When did the fucking thing start looking like that? That looks nothing like one. Am I crazy? I don't feel like there's anything over there, so we're moving on. I would settle for like an Ascendant Ocedon saddle recipe. Like a blueprint of like 100. You know what I mean? Like as long as it's pretty decent. It doesn't have to be, 300 and cost one piece of whatever. Like as long as it's decent. I don't think we even got anything decent from that. Jesus, dude. Alright. I mean, this stuff's fine. You know, it's okay. Like, I'm not trying to complain about stuff that's usable, but, like, it's not what I want. Is that another red? Yay! Alright, it's time for sure, right? I'm not encumbered. What are you talking about? Titanomyrma. What do I hear fighting? Okay. Guess we'll put that in there for now. Hello? The absolute lack of fortune there. Jesus. Yeah. Bro eats him, bro eats him. I'm not gonna complain. You know? What can you do? Oh my god. I guess if I were going to lag out or crash in the cave, that's about the best spot to have it for it to have happened, but I'd rather not either way. Garbage, 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 garbage. Yippee. I knew it wasn't ever going to be anything good. I mean, it could have been, but it wasn't going to be anything I need. So, like I said, it's got to be the red crates or higher, basically, for us at this point. Okay. Otherwise, it's just not going to be high enough tier to spawn like a Rex or a Ute or, well, anything I need, realistically. Hmm. Well, I don't see a thing, so fuck it. Why stop? Scorpus. Real tempted to like put everything in bro and just run. You know? Okay. Think I should be okay on that? Hello? What the hell was that about? Is that a mana garment? No, it's not. You know, a lot of this might just need to be just like right away ground. Like realistically, what are we gonna do with most of this stuff? I think I might do that. Let's see what a haul is looking like. Okay. So I'm gonna keep those. I don't know why I drank that. I think I'm still under the influence of one. My bad. I'm gonna probably swap out to some of that. Let's put these away. We'll keep that. Is that it? No. Store that, store that, store that. Store that, store that, store that, store that. Why did I think that was it? There's so much stuff. Okay. Also, earlier, off stream, when I did this, for some reason it filled the Veilwind with rare flowers, rare mushrooms, stem and narco berries, and majo berries for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what was going on there, but that's what it did. So I need to find my Veilwind and double check it. It did it again, or it tried to. I don't know what those are from or why it's doing that, and I also don't know how to stop it. If somebody knows how I can stop that, please let me know. Alright, so let's dump that. I'm probably not going to be using those. Probably not that. Probably not that. Let's just see what kind of haul we can pull off. And this is light because we could have done those spear bolts for some good reckoning. Oh, we didn't use those. My bad. But we'll probably put that stuff on because that's actually good. I thought I got another blueprint, but whatever. Wow, that wasn't worth it at all. Fuck. Oh well. Alright, so let's look into these gloves. Alright, that's definitely an upgrade. This is definitely an upgrade. This is a downgrade on the boots, but it might be cheaper to repair going forward, so we'll look into that. I don't know why it just can't remember the cape, but it just can't remember the cape. Okay. That in there, put that in there. We got that one. That one's new, right? Which, hey, look at that. It's in the fucking city. Oh my god. I did this in an off-stream thing. Hold on. Literally all of these are in the city. It sucks. It sucks so bad, dude. Look at this shit. Fuck off, man. I don't want to go into the city. Alright. I didn't really want to have to build this yet because we don't really have space, but I don't really see a way around this either. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. I forgot it just places it right away. Oh no. This could be bad. Okay. 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 Alright. First off, we have to name it. Because we're going to probably turn this one into a gunship later. So if the other one's Zeppelin, this one's going to be And Roses. Come on. That's fucking good. You better be laughing. Damn it. If somebody actually watched these, they'd find that hilarious. So I don't want to go too wackadoodly with this. But I will go ahead and start. Actually, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm probably just going to put like a little hut on it. Okay. What I was hoping to maybe do, I don't know if this is possible. You know what? I guess we can experiment. We can experiment. Oh my god, that was so ridiculously laggy. Wow. Okay. 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 Alright. So if I recall, these don't snap, right? Yeah, for some reason, I just cannot get these to snap right here. But it did work with... Wait. It'll just look better if I use ceilings from the jump, right? Yeah, so let's just do that. So we'll make a couple of... Actually, we might even have some quarter ceilings. This one's only probably going to be like one high. It's going to be like a little pillbox, basically. Although I might experiment with some underbuild. Let's get that going. Also, I tried to place one of these on it because I thought that would be fucking amazing. But you can't. If you were wondering, you can't. Probably going to need that. We'll need at least 6 ceilings. I spelled it like the name, CL. I'm in that. Okay. What if I just do metal? How do you spell ceiling? How off was I? What? Whoa, that is so laggy. Okay. Now this is working. This wasn't working before, so I was like, wait, maybe it has to be the fabricator? Unless each time I did it, it just... Oh. Oh my god. No, thank you. And maybe each time I did it, it just so happened to pull wrong. Turns out that's still faster. I was trying to be lazy, but this is just faster. And I'm going to actually need 2 more on top of that, I think. Oh. Well, I guess we'll take what we got. Bum, 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 ba-dum, oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay. What? Okay. Uh-huh. We will need a way up top. For now. Thinking that will do for this, right? Okay. I'm thinking, why? There we go. Okay. How many more do I have? 1. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Dude. I do kind of want the hatches on the sides. Also, this one kind of came out a little different. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Alright. So now for a little experimentation. So in theory... Come on. Okay. So now what? So it varies into the floor. Okay. Okay. Fuck. I have an idea. This is going to require some effort. Yeah. We're gonna have to do some things. We're gonna have to get creative. I think this should be doable, though. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna try one of those. We're going to probably need like a couple of those. Definitely gonna need a few of those. Don't know about 6 of those yet. But let's get a couple of those going. Alright, we're gonna try and get a little creative with it. So this obviously will disappear on land. So while it would be beneficial, in theory, to encase this so that the ship doesn't take as much damage, I'm not, right? I'm down with that. That's not what I'm going for right this moment. Okay. Okay. You know, I don't really like how that looks personally. But that's not really that important right now. What I do care about, potentially this. Okay. Ooh, wait. Okay, that's ugly as fuck, but that creates a spot where you might be able to dig. I feel like you can see what I'm trying to do here, right? Okay. What about for here? Okay. So there's nothing I can really seemingly do right now. I do have a way around this, I think. Guess that's that. I'm confident this will work. It's just whether or not I can fucking pull it off. Oh, I had it. I just placed one somewhere and I don't know where. Okay. I see you. What level are you? 55 with a baby. It's interesting. So that will unfortunately largely cut off what I want this for. So that is not going to quite work. However, I can potentially solve that, I think. So now, does it clip through and look like shit? Sure, but we definitely have like an encasement here where in theory nobody should be able to see me work. Do I like it visually? No. but it, like, from a practical standpoint, it's kind of cool. It's innovative. All right, so the first thing I want to test, does this even work? Okay. Didn't know that happened. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to need more of the small ceilings after that because I did not anticipate using them all for this. I actually mostly made them for this. I thought I'd be able to use these for the most part, but I guess I was wrong, which, you know, if we really think about it, it's pretty fucking standard and we should have expected, so. It's really on you for not, you know, anticipating that. Did I? No fucking way. Okay. Wait, that's a hell of a... Imagine that is like a base trap, though? Like, that's a hell of a way to get someone. Like, trick them into locking themselves in the roof like that? Kind of smart. Okay. This is fucking infuriating, dude. There's zero reason for this. Now I have fucking 5 minutes to wait for literally no reason. Like, the game just decided I'm gonna have to wait 5 minutes. No! What are you doing? Ugh. Not cool, bro. Just gonna leave it out. Also, I shotgunned that thing like 100%, like straight in the fucking head, and it didn't even care, right? Am I crazy? Like, what the fuck was that? God, this is so annoying. Okay. What is that fucking noise? Alright, so I'm gonna need some half railings or whatever, right? We have any pre-done up turret things? Not really. Oh, by the way, these don't really actually light things up very well. If you were if you were wondering, they're kind of shit. I guess it's the only one we've got though, so we're gonna put it on here. Okay. Why does it keep switching to the fucking cube? I don't understand. I fucked up. Okay. What if I just do that? Wait. Okay. Is that right? I don't think that's right. It's not. So this is technically right here. I would need two of them. All right, so let's go ahead and skin it so it's a little easier to see to start with. Obviously, we're gonna need those. But I do actually generally want it to feel more like a bunker, which begs the question. I know I kind of need that. Oh, you can't even see out of that one, actually. That could be a removable structure, I guess. I don't fucking know. Okay. Go and see what the other stuff's gonna do for us. So, if I recall, this is really nice looking, but yeah, it's not very bunkery. I mean, the outside is nice, like I said. Doesn't really look like a bunker. And then the wasteland one is like just junk. What do the ceiling pieces look like? You know, I don't mind the ceiling pieces in that they have less particle effects to do with them, which is kind of nice. Ooh, these can skin. I don't like it, but they can. So what's the inside look like? Not great. Okay. That's Wasteland, Steampunk. So the Lost Colony is kind of what we've been looking at. This could work in theory for me because it is like the purpose of this, if that makes sense. Like the reason I made this is like Lost Colony business. I just really don't like the red lights though. Can I change this? So what's the outside look like on that? A little better. Okay. Wait, if I hold this, no. What about this? Does this have variance? Okay. Do these have variance? Flip skin? Okay, so that's the same. Okay. Kind of didn't want to have to put a generator on this now that I'm thinking about it. What is happening? Hello? Okay. Do have angler dough, right? We don't have that much. So maybe we don't. So let's do this. So we need one more of those and one more of those. And then we're just gonna call it on this for now. It's not complete, by the way. I would like to make it better designed overall, but I think this is a good test. Oh my god. That was so laggy. Oh, wait, we had it, we had it. There it is. Alright, I think something might be happening with the server here. I don't know if we even want to test it right now because this is like concerningly immensely fucking bad. Oh my god. What is happening? Jesus. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna close that. We don't have a dragon horn. Okay. All we really need is to fix our shovel, I think. Although, I haven't really used it that much, so, let's make a second shovel just in case. I don't really want to set up a smithy right now on it. Here's what I'm gonna do. First off, Velma, hi. D-Companion, get in here. Next, we have a spare storage thing, right? No. Okay. Apparently not. Wait, we have these. Okay. Alright. So what I'm going to do real quick. Okay, and we'll... How do I do these? Whatever. Basically, we're just going to store everything in there. We're going to take that. We're going to probably take that. Take those. Okay. Maybe take that and that. Okay. For now. Just for now. Okay, I think we can leave all of the rest of that. We're probably not going to overheat, so I think we'll be fine on that front anyway. What I'll do is we'll take maybe like our junkier stuff here. Like, it's not particularly bad, but it's not our perfect setup. Okay. Okay. There's that. That should keep us warm enough. We're gonna leave you here. If this goes horribly wrong, you know, it's my fault, so. Alright, so those are all on the map now, I believe. Grab those. Let's go ahead. Grab our old one. Maybe some extras. That should be fine for now. I guess we could grab our old shotgun, actually, too. So we're not as kitted out as usual, but we can defend ourselves if we have to. Which we're hoping we really don't have to. Let's grab these and some spark powder. And I guess we'll grab that and just put it on the thing for now. And you know, you never know when you'll need a fucking parachute. So let's grab the parachute anyway. We'll put parachutes on 7. Hopefully we remember that. And let's grab some spark powder. Do we have spark powder? 1, 2, 3. Just for now. Alright, so Intel has told us these do not get grounded in the city. Intel has been wrong before, so we are prepared for that. Well, prepared is maybe an overstatement. We are attempting to be prepared for that. Whether or not we are actually prepared remains to be seen. Okay. Please! Oh my god. Alright, this might not work because of the severe lag, but we're just gonna do our best. Okay. So let's go ahead and seal this up. I don't like that skin now because that kind of seems like it's a little inconsistent with how it works. Yeah, this might not work. Okay. Alright, we got a reskin. Quick reskin. I don't think there was one for Frontier. Actually, Steampunk. Did Steampunk have one? We'll just put it here for now. Okay, we're gonna have to go about this the hard way. Oh boy. Alright, maybe... Hold up. Only's out? Okay. If we only's out it should be fine. Not ideal. But that's just the way it's gonna have to be for now. Okay. So let's put that there. So the thing is right there, so let's go ahead and put that there so that we can just insta-store stuff. I don't even know if this is going to be enough space, actually, but we're just trying, you know? Man, this lighting does not even fucking help. Alright. Sliding really does not help. Okay. Let's max up on water and then we're going for our walk. Or our flight. I really hope this works. Of course, we're doing this during a fucking blizzard. Okay. Would have been perfect when it was like clear. Because then I can see exactly what I'm doing and whether or not this is working. Alright, you know what? Let's take this time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that was scary. That's also why. Please, dude. Don't do this. Alright. Oh, these are on. Oh. My bad. But that's also why we, you know, test things like this. Okay, so we have the dig hole. I assume I shouldn't need a floor. They're not going to see me with the thing out. Man. Looks like bro's probably not coming on tonight, which sucks from a little bit of perspective. I guess what I'll do is I'll try and grab all these and maybe I'll switch to Borderlands. We'll see. The Aberrant Spread. Is there a way to tell when the weather will change? Because I really just need this to not be the event right now. God, it's so fucking loud. Okay, so this is just like a permanent blizzard effect. Well, not permanent, but like wherever you're looking from, this is where it's from. Wait. Wait, can you guys not hear this? That's not peaking on audio, is it? No, hold on. Hold on. I gotta check. Jesus Christ, I sound terrible. Okay. Why is my mic just full peaking? Is that better? I think it's the cricket. What is going on, man? How do I solve this? Is that better? I think that might be better. Sorry about that. Um, I think I can hear the game audio a little, but for some reason it's like ridiculously quiet. Okay. Well, you can hear it enough, I guess, for now. All right. Wait, is this damaged? No. All right. Continue on. I think. I can't really tell where the fuck we are. So we could be about to lose a bunch of junk. Not ideal, but it is what it is. I don't know why I'm drinking those when I'm not, like, getting XP. We saving them. I don't really know where I'm at. Kind of the problem with this setup, isn't it? I don't know what that humming was really about. I think it was like an electrical hum from being too close to my PC, but like not the PC itself, if that makes sense. I think like it's because the power supply is in the front top of this case and it has like a pass through, and I think being close to the power supply, even though it's like I think it's like a 7 or 850 watt like gold power supply that's really efficient, and the fan's not even supposed to turn on unless it's struggling, which I don't even think the fan's on right now. Um, yeah, it's definitely not on. There is airflow coming out of it though because it's like inside the case, and that's just how it happens. Am I short one of these? Am I just short? Okay, this first one shouldn't be too bad. Not even sure if it's actually in the city. Might not even have to have been in the city to grab it, but I feel like this is a good test. The city grabber. Yeah, let me open Discord back up. I know bro's probably not coming on at this point, but it's nice to have it at the ready. Okay. Watch the I didn't read. I know there was an update. The patch felt like the Veil Winds changed and the Occidons changed. I don't know what else might have changed, or I didn't feel anything else change. But just fucking watch. You can no longer fly these through the city. The day I decide to go for it, right? That just feels like something that would happen to me. Why is it lagging? It's like chugging right now. Okay. Grounding imminent? There's no way, dude. I have no control over it right now. Whoa, no, no. What? Okay. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it! I'm gonna fucking rage, dude. Are you kidding me? What is that? What is that? Why? I was full landed. It's just kicking me up. God damn, dude. Alright. Okay. Okay, so that worked. Unfortunately, I'm now fucking watched, which effectively, I think, fucks up the plan, because I think they'll be tracking me through this. So that's what we got. Fucking just garbage. Dude, I'm so... How did he not die from that? What level are they? Did it say? 280. Bro. I'm concerned the turrets will now just shoot this. I swear I pressed space to, like, land, and it just didn't land. So, in theory, none of them should have any idea I'm here, right? That sounded like an aggro roar. But they should, in theory, have no clue that I'm here. But that one definitely seems to know. Why did they all three stop exactly where I need to go? Can I abduct people with this in-game? Oh yeah, they definitely know I'm in here. Come on. Alright, the good news is it does seem to be able to stay flying. Bad news is they still seem to see it as something that they can target. Bro, what is this fucking... What do? They take 5 steps and just go back and forth? Bro, I wish I could get paid to do this shit. Give me this security detail. Apparently I was muted. I was wondering what the hell the Surats were looking at or fighting. Also, I was talking about how nice it is to be able to see. It's actually kind of cool. It feels very lively. You know, a lot of times Ark, especially if you're playing solo or like you're just on alone, it feels very lonely, right? You got your dinos and that's fun, but like the world just kind of feels empty. You know, yes, sometimes dinos fight each other, but not really. This adds some like cool to that. Okay. Wonder what happens if you go in the blood canal. Also, I think this is the canal that Moo was saying somebody got stuck in and just couldn't get out of. What is going on here? Slammed. What? Oh no. Whoa. That's actually something. Something I want, maybe not, but it is something. It's actually not bad. It's actually kind of too expensive to make. Okay, the risk of falling out to my death. Okay, no health, so you cannot truly destroy the city. This is so cool, though. There's a gargoyle on that statue. Why do they have crosses? Wait, they have a whole ass cemetery. Oh, it broke. Okay. I figured it would. So I really don't recall doing all that many treasure maps. Really? Okay. I mean, this looks like fucking dirt to me. It's the water, dipshit. Okay, what was that? What was the long one? A plesiosaur or something? Oh, Capro. Oh, okay. We have some Capro. I don't really want it, but, like, could have been worse, I guess. Not, like, a lot worse, but, like, it could have been worse. Those will be good for the boss fight, allegedly. Alright, so we have one left. No, wait, we have two left. Oh, I guess I never reactivated this one. Well, the other one left is the super scuffed one that we... okay, that was the other thing. That we will probably risk, but probably shouldn't. All right, we now have a means to do this. I think I might refine this. I do like this. I don't like that it's not symmetrical, so what I might just do is make, like, the thing in the back a chute that you can open. At the very end, we'll have the hatches, or something. I don't know how else to do it. And make it look clean, I mean. Because otherwise, it's... I guess I can match it on the front right, but the problem with that is it looks really stupid. I guess I can put windows on it. I mean, they haven't seemed to technically spot me through the windows yet. They've only spotted me when I was out, and they should have spotted me. Although that one thing that jumped on it and made it overweight did kind of find me in the middle of nowhere, but because it was a blizzard, I don't know whether or not it actually had already seen me, and it just so happened to, like, time up so that it felt like it didn't. Like, it might have just missed its first lunge because it seemed a little wonky on the aggro, and then it finally landed on me. Or maybe that thing called it in, because I did fly real close to one of those, didn't I? This is pretty eventful. I kind of want to try taking this into the cave. What was that? Did you see that? What? Holy. I'm not saying that's really good or nothing, but for a blue, that's a lot. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, that's the teleportation thing. Okay. Those Rex riders are like, what the fuck are the Surratt dudes doing? Like, they get paid for this shit? Okay, so the turrets can and do target the gunships. Up, 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 up. Okay. As long as we're not aggroed, this shouldn't be a problem in the future. And I am just being lazy now. I can just go kill one fucking zomboid. What's he doing? Oh, you know what? The Surats are trying to aggro the fucking rider. I think that's what's happening. Might not be able to dig here. Yes. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I just assumed that all the crates on this were considered city crates because we have like loot crates and then resource crates and then cave crates. And I just figured, oh, it's Lost Colony. The city considers everything its own crate. So they're just like, bro, if it's in anywhere near the city, it's a city crate. Haha. I thought that's what was going on here. But no, it turns out, actually, I might just put resources to repair the thing in there going forward. But we may, actually just have bugged cave crates, I think. I think that might be what's happening. So the cave crates are spawning as city crates. So we should actually technically be able to do cave crates, but we're getting city loot. Which means any red in here should give us the same opportunity to drop a Ocedon saddle. So we're going to have to learn the city run. Although it's a lot slower. Which is where I was thinking of maybe Managarmer, although they're kind of wild and hard to control, and their movement can count as an attack if you fuck up, so maybe not. But it would be a quick way to get in and out. This is definitely the safe way. If I can find like a decent amount relatively close. So that is why they are called city crates, though. Alright, I'm gonna try and make this easy on myself. There should be some purple shit, like, right up here. I'm gonna fucking go for it. I want to actually kind of look around. And I'm hoping they don't shoot. Ooh, that's an Ocedon rider. I mean, with the Managarmer, the strat, I think, would be just, like, dump points, stam health, and just fucking run. The problem is, they will aggro effectively immediately, which does kind of fuck with your ability to do anything. Alright, so this is, like, full element pool up here. So, surely there will be dudes here that I want to kill for them, right? Alright, so they're fighting down there. Is it gonna count as my kill? Wait, that's a wild Veilman. Oh no, that's a... Okay, so it did not... No. It did... Oh, no. Did not count as my true kill. Come on, just like one good shot. Alright. We're back in the clear. Fantastic. So that should make a little exploration a little easier. You know, I wonder if loot crates can spawn in here. Why am I... Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. I am, like, being forced to land right now. Let's get out of here. I was gonna look around. I thought I saw some, like, red glowing shit, but we're not gonna fucking investigate that. I wonder if they'd get mad at me looting one of their crates if they saw it. Feel like probably, right? Okay. You know, I was thinking I should switch to Borderlands once we did all these, but I might just stay on this because we're kind of doing something a little interesting right now. And we haven't gotten to play in a while. And I've been avoiding going into the city, but I think this is kind of a cool way to do it. This looks like a good spot to fight gargoyles, actually. I see like 3 of them in a corner here. That might be kind of good. If I were a loot crate, I would spawn like right there. What's our gas sitch? Oh, we're good. What's our health sitch? Down 1100, which is a lot, all things considered. Alright, so we recall there were turrets roughly around here, right? Let's see if now they'll shoot at me now that I'm no longer watched. I think it was back over here, right? Because we wanted to land here. Oh, it's Spino. Oh, it's so laggy. A lot of security. Oh, shit! Okay. So that didn't tell me that that was like that last time. Okay, so that gave me a watch, even though all I did was fly over it. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get those to show back up again. Does pressing P do anything for me? Shift P? Control P? No. Alright, if anyone knows how I can turn the POI notifications back on, that would really help me out because I'm trying to avoid them. Okay, it looks like the Rex guys are still here, which is a bit of a problem for me. I think what I might try and do is land over there. Can I ping there? No. So I might try and land over on this building, and we'll see what we can pull off. Because I think even if they spot me and aggro me, they shouldn't be able to reach me. Fantastic. Don't mind me just breaking your pipes. Okay. Those are mostly terrible chests. Okay. So we now know literally anyone will aggro me now, so there's no point in trying to explore. A gargoyle there. That dude just tellied. Alright, we're gonna fly around to see if we can't maybe establish like a loot crate run. I see some interesting lights going on back there. Don't see a loot crate though. Be a good place to live if you could build there. What is that red thing there? Oh, it's like a lantern. Thought it was a red crate or something. Can I land on the roofs of some of these houses? Like, what are we working with? I can. Ooh. Okay. We might rename this to something else and make a different one for a gunship, just because I don't know. I mean, okay, I put the turrets on it and just make sure they're like unpowered or something when I go through. I guess I can do that. Oh, they're fucking up the trees. Interesting. Okay. I do have a watch again, so I don't really know what the deal is with that. So I think what's happening is I'm holding X to go up, but because I'm trying to look around, if I look too far down, it actually tries to take me down because it's directionally based. So I'm like both going up and down, which is why it's so wobbly and laggy sometimes. Like that's the rubber banding, I think. Hmm. So far, not seeing any crates. I'm sure there's like a crate map that I could look at. I think it'll be cooler to explore for now. What I will say is I might go ahead and turn these off. They're driving me nuts. We do still have the one on the front, but I'm not turning that off at the moment. Is that a basilisk? Bro, basilisk gargoyle would not be fun. And it's a Rex too, so you're gonna have to deal with double. I don't think you can tame these, unfortunately. These are the lost creatures. This is what killed Lavania. I wanted to get out and check inside that building, by the way. I gotta be especially careful, to be honest. What? I don't even see some of these things. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. It looks like that leads to this courtyard here, which has what looks like a Rex eating like a wolf or something. Oh, it's a mole rat. So it'd probably be a good spot to fight them in because it's like relatively hidden. So you could probably pod in a creature and pod it out once you're done. This is why we stand whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing. Alright, moment of truth. The turrets can aggro me. Can the alphas? Or the Rexes? I think he wants to, but he can't. Maybe not. Okay. There's a lot of people patrolling, I feel like. Like, is everybody's job here just to fucking be a soldier? Okay. I wonder where some of these teleportation devices take you. I shouldn't be this low with the thing because, yeah, we're already down another 1,000. Why does everything kind of look like a cathedral? So it's very interesting. We haven't seen a single other city crate yet. Okay. I feel like this is weirdly immensely dystopian. Like, forget the whole thrall situation. I feel like it would be so cool to live here, but so dystopian at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, forget their society. Like, in a good society, relatively speaking, it just almost feels too busy and too dense. At the same time, there's something very like pleasing about the aesthetic. I wonder why that one crate was just like out there, and now the rest are like, where they at? You know, where they hiding? I had to. It was driving me nuts. Oh my god, the silence is almost too loud now. I wonder if I put turrets on this, if they'll count as my kills. Would be interesting to see. I might test the dire wolves. So far, this one building is the only one that's had stuff on it. Feel like I just heard a gunshot. Some of these lights are going like in and out. Or there has to be one that spawns like right there, right? No fucking way. Dude, how do you fucking drop the ball like that? I mean, it could have just not spawned, I guess. Alright, let's go to the back part. I mean, I guess technically there's like the Molten Works and whatnot where you can loot those after breaking them. It's kind of nice. Do we stream tomorrow morning? Do we do an art stream? I kind of want to. I kind of always want to, but I also don't always want to because sometimes I just don't feel that great when I wake up. I don't know. Because I'm not a morning person. I'm not a person, actually. I just wish I wasn't, you know? I think this strat is probably best for actually digging stuff up. I think if I were smart, what I would do is probably try and add a little extra protection. Like maybe I'll just make this ultra wide, cover the whole thing up if I can. So hopefully that the building will block bullets. I wish I could test that somehow without having to do it is the problem. Maybe I'll go home after we check around here and I will test that. Maybe I'll just build the whole thing out the way I think it ought to look. And we'll just live with it. So here's the plan. Unfortunately, it's kind of going to look like a dick, but we're going to probably remove the inner doors there, the little inner hatches, and just do the same thing on both the left and the right. That way you can, just approach it from any angle. Then we're probably going to put extra ceilings all the way out, like as far as we can, and see if we can't encase it. And we'll put ceilings under it as well, and just like I said, completely encase it. That way, as little is showing as possible, in the hopes that that means no damage can be done. Whether or not that actually works, I don't know, and the reason I didn't want to try it is because I do have to make quite a handful of extra ceilings to do it, which aren't really that expensive, but whatever. Yeah, grounding imminent. Whatever, bro. Yeah, grounded. It's funny that like the Aureliax team pushed us to kind of investigate that, right? Certain things push investigations into other things that's like snowball into other things. It's kind of nice. Like the Spino thing got us the second Aureliax, and the fact that he was carrying it home and had to come out there to help me meant we did get the second Aureliax, right? And the second Spino, so everything kind of worked out. Even though it was a little extra chaotic, things kind of worked out nicely. I like when that happens. I like when we set out to do something and something good happens. It's okay when something bad happens too, but I like when we get distracted and something else gets accomplished. But I'm a little less like with when we set out to do something and we get distracted and nothing happens. You know what I mean? Man, I might be blind. Please point them out if I missed them. I don't feel like I've seen anything though. Ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum. Oh, kind of makes me want to do an inside loop on this whole thing. Blue's probably not going to have much for us here, but I will take what I can get. Man, the scale of things gets so weird when you're up in the sky. Oh, RG saddle. Okay. I mean, this would have been fucking phenomenal. We've been able to make the Zeppelins for a while, but, we just didn't. Do we need this? What do we need? Fiber, metal, and electro. Okay, that's kind of expensive. We'll leave that. We don't really need, like, any of that. We're definitely gonna need, like, real storage. Okay, so that's 2 that we know of. I don't know, if I were a dev, I would definitely put one in there because that's kind of like central. It's kind of harder to like get to. You know, you have to obviously be deep. I mean, how would you get up there without a flyer? I guess a climber or something? Grapples, but in the city, you know? You know, I wonder if that tracker thing can be used to track the loot chests. Oh, wait a minute. Can I telekinesis those? Then I wouldn't need to land. Also, with how wonky like the flight is, if you were wondering why I didn't go for the undercarriage thing, where I would technically have a platform and I would get all the way out, yeah, I didn't think that would really work for us. We're gonna try and make this look as lean as possible. Like, basically the level that it's at right now is the level you're gonna get. It's gonna go no deeper. Other stuff would really only work in flight. What is that? Oh, it's just a bush. Oh, so you can definitely get out of this canal. Imagine it just started moving while I did that. It would just fucking leave me. Should I, for symmetry's sake, do another thing in the center? And just do opposite stairs? Kind of looks like a checkpointy thing. I think that's not a red chest glow. Where is it? What is that? No, it's like maybe an outpost, actually. What is this, though? Like right there. Well, that's right. I can't point at it. Oh, it's a fire. Are you fucking kidding me? Hmm. I hear guns. It's like a normal Ocedon, I think. Huh? Not bad. I would still put a loot crate on that corner there, but hey, I didn't design this, so guess we don't get one. I would also probably put one like right here. Okay. Teleportation jutsu. Hmm. See some real nooks here. Nukes? Nooks? Definitely nooks. I was trying so hard not to fuck it up. I was thinking like, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Uh, but yeah, I don't really see anything else. It's a shame. I'm gonna check a little bit over there because I feel like I neglected that side a bit. Then we're gonna go home. It's definitely slower than I'd like. Is that a mana garmer? Gargoyle Ute. That's interesting. So you can tell what they are beforehand. That would make that also a gargoyle. Gargoyle Desmodus. Oh, my bad. Alright. Hopefully I don't start getting shot at. Although it does look like there might be a turret spot right there. So are these going to turn into their gargoyle-y pieces as I get closer? Is that a regular scorpion? Looks like an Ocedon fighting an Elder Claw. Okay, so it's a whole ass setup. Uh, uh. Well, this makes the gargoyle harvesting one actually pretty doable. Probably better if I had a pickaxe, but I don't because we didn't come out here for this. Actually, probably better if I had my true axe. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll probably put railing around this, the left side, but leave it as it is. So it'll be asymmetrical technically. Maybe I'll try and work around the well, this is a fucking problem for me. Okay, so it looks like their levels might be based on roughly where they are in the city. Okay. So note to self, Desmodus can pull you off of this. Also, they can apparently just fit right the fuck in here. So yeah, what I'll definitely have to do... What is that? Allosaur, maybe? Huh. Alright, we're done. Keep going for that corner look. If you're wondering, I could not at all damage the Desmodus because I was technically inside the thing. So, like, the hitboxes were overlapped and this one takes precedence, so I couldn't do anything. What I'm thinking is the railing strat, where technically it's not a wall, it's like two railings, but I think you can, like, hit things through it as a result. But I think it's relatively secure and should actually physically keep most things out. Is that a blue Luke, right? No. I knew that would bite me in the ass. I need a better way. I guess maybe I'll just have to use the other door. Well, actually, we said we were going to take the doors off. Oh, you know, thinking about it, I don't know if I can on that side then, because I think they can technically target you through those. Which means I'll constantly be drawing aggro. If they see me with something out, that is. All right, I'm not really seeing anything over here. We'll go check over there, although I feel like I might have already actually done that now that I'm looking at things. I think I did check this side a little more than I remembered. I feel like I remember this. All right, so we have no more maps, and we're not doing so hot, but we're doing great. Is that a blue? No, I think that's the teleporter. Yeah, that's the teleporter. All right. So I want to test one more thing here. We're going to leave the city right after. This was kind of fun. It was different. I kind of want to walk through the city on foot, but I don't really see that as feasible with the random... Is that a loot crate? Okay, so we now know roughly 3 loot crates spawns, I think, right? All of them have been blue, but that doesn't mean they're all always blue. I feel like I just saw a shot get taken at me. Bro. Yeah, it was a stego saddle. Man. Okay. Well, you know, things could have gone worse, I guess. Okay, a few things I'd like to test, I guess, before we go. First, we'll test that. And, okay, so they're just getting shot instantly. But the car isn't. Okay, now, sorry, it is. Never mind. Okay. Okay. So I sent them in there, and they're not really doing anything. Okay.
These tenements shelter my humblest children who owe their very existence to me. All I ask in return for granting them asylum is an occasional tithe of blood.
Okay, that actually is just water that apparently I just threw that down. That's my bad. Let's try this again. I want to know if this gives me aggro stacks. Because it's technically a weapon. But, like, if they're not aggro to me, why would it, in theory, do anything? You know?
Behold my Arat Prime, blood-red jewel of the Antarctic. Sole remaining
Antarctic.
bastion of post-cataclysmic humanity on Earth.
Okay, they are aggroing it.
laws of my kingdom, you are free to know its wonders.
So they aggroed it, but I didn't get any more aggro from it. Smoke grenade, they don't care. All right. Good testing. That's good testing. So now we know we could, in theory, use those to lure Rexes off without incurring any extra anger. Um, what is that? Why do those two buildings look so perfect? But yeah, we could use those without incurring anger. We now know that just flying over a thing is considered a fight. And this is considered hostile, I guess. So we now know that we have to worry about this when flying. If we fly too low, too close to like a Craftworks or something, or a Molten or whatever the fuck they're called, then we do have to worry about potentially aggroing them. I should have put a turret on it. I didn't think about it just to test to see if like that does aggro, but I would assume it does. Since we have cave flyers on, I am thinking this actually might be able to go into a cave. I don't really know why you would want to now that I know that Desmodus can aggro it. I guess what you can do is blue or blacklist. You can blacklist Desmodus. You can whitelist or whitelist Desmodus and blacklist everything else. Or no, I think you would just whitelist, right? And then it should automatically by default ban everything else. But that would probably be pretty good because then that would prevent them from picking you up. Or at least it would shoot them instantly. Okay. All right. I guess maybe my Ingrams are just bugged because there's stuff that I cannot build for some reason. I really think it might just actually be now that I'm saying it, it might just be that he's been in admin mode and thereby it has unlocked it by virtue of being in admin mode. That might just actually be it. Definitely didn't just slap a spider. Look, if they're not seen, they're cool, but I can't be having my cat chase them around and think it's a. I think she's gonna do it no matter what, but they're deadly spiders here for small animals, so really don't want to have to do it to her. test some things. Okay. So, what I'm trying to do is see if I can't land this somewhere to be relatively safe. It's probably not going to be safe from like the Brontos or the big boys. Ooh, okay. So if we had turrets on the underside, like maybe on the front and maybe on the top, I would assume that I could then use those for defense missions, which would be good. Kind of curious, can a Gloon get me through here? Okay, it is doing damage in spite of a stream of zeros. Wow, it's doing a lot of damage, actually. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Nice. My only concern now is where the fuck do I put this thing? Alright, we have Led Zeppelin. We were gonna call this the N' Roses, right? The Guns N' Roses, because it was gonna have guns. I really think it's gonna end up looking like a dick. Should I change the name to Penetrator? Is there a band that like I can make this work with? Because it's for penetrating defenses. Or no? Is that a unicorn? No. Okay. All right. So that's all the blueprints. Might do something with those. Haven't decided yet. Store that. Store that. Did we get anything I want to hold on to? Ooh, a Daedon saddle. Thought I got an Arch saddle. I guess that was a Daedon saddle the whole time. My bad. Not particularly. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see about changing, and then we're gonna see what happens if I pull. Okay. We will start by bada boom, bada boom. Bro, those dudes are so fucking annoying. Oh my god. I don't know what I just put in there, but we did, so. Okay. What did I just put? Male private. Oh. Male private. Oh no. What did I have in my 4 slot? Was it my whistle usually? I think so. Okay. So let's test how this is about to go. Okay, so we have a Capra saddle, which is kind of cool. We got that. We got these. Apparently we got that. That was probably inside the Veilwind at some point, and I just kind of forgot about it. If I had to guess, we're going to put these in his inventory. Also, what the fuck is this inventory? Oh, no. If this is in the city, I might cry. Okay. Alright, so we got armor. We got weapons, which actually are pretty kind of good, you know? And then we got the saddle recipe for the trike. Where I'm from, we call that actually kind of useless, but whatever. Okay. What we're gonna do now is repair some stuff. Hopefully figure out what is going on. Okay. You know what? I have a Capro, don't I? It's the one we fucked up taming, didn't it? Alright. Oh my god, it doesn't have the weight. Alright. Honestly, we could probably breed these and make good little, like, ankle biters. Where did it go? There it is. I guess that problem solved itself. Glacial Serenity. Why do I have that active right now? Interesting. Okay. That was the wrong inventory, my bad. Don't know if I need this many, but we'll see. Actually, I think we might only need that many. We're not 100% on that. Let's pull a bunch of those. Oh, my bad. Did I not? Pull those. That should do for now. I mostly just kind of want to see. Actually, no, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. We're definitely gonna need more than those. There we go. Okay. Not gonna put any turrets on it just yet. Thinking about maybe slapping some spikes on it. Actually, we'll need some walls, most likely. We're also probably going to need, like, some half walls. Oh, you know what? Okay, first off, let's stack half. I got some extra ammo on me. I don't really think I need this standing torch, do I? Okay. Is this thing taking damage? Is it drowning? Okay. Alright, so that's empty. Automated arc. How do I disinclude this? Okay, we might actually need more than what we've got here. I did not realize it was going to be that wide. Okay. As for this... Oh boy. Will this work? Doesn't look like it. What I might be able to do... Dude, get out of here. What are you doing? Why do I hear aggro? Am I being aggroed? Okay. Does turning these on help at all? No, of course not. Like, none of the lights seem to help. It kind of sucks. Hmm. Think maybe we leave them like that then? I don't like how it just kind of turned into a fucking... Maybe we can do something about it. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it just yet, but something will be done. Okay. So for this, can we do something more like that? And then... Is that a theory? So that's why I heard aggro music. Okay, so the problem with that is obviously you can no longer get on through that way. Okay, so you just cannot snap to that. Now, there might be a way around this. If... Hold on. We do this. What? Bro, do it again. I swear. If we have that, can we then technically do that? No. Can we... Okay, so we can put a wall there the whole time. Hold on. Okay, so ideally those would be half walls for a lot of that. But this one has to be a full wall, I think. Can I now connect a ceiling to that, though? No. Okay. Can just do this. Which isn't really what I want. But it's probably gonna be best. Okay. We're gonna need a lot more ceilings. I really hope this works out. I mean, we can use the parts to make a different one as well, so if it doesn't, we should be fine. Okay. Let's do it again. Alright, so what else can we make to put on here? We need like some slope walls, right? That'll probably be more than enough. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I need that many. Oh, we're getting a little heavy. Alright, let's go use some of this before we get a little too into it. Okay. Oh, there's a structure limit. Okay. Well, alright. Cancel part of this design. Okay. That's unfortunate. There usually is a structure limit, so part of me is not that surprised. But I didn't think it would be so few. So, here's what I'm gonna do. On that, I think we undo that. I hear the Dilophosaur. Did he just pre-fire me? How did he know I was about to be visible? Holy. That is frustrating. No. Thinking about it, this won't work. Alright, we'll try. We'll see as far as we can get here. We're gonna remove these though. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do what we know we're gonna need first. Okay? Which was this. We're gonna just go ahead and remove these. Did we already remove that one? We already didn't remove that one. Hello? No. Okay, so that became largely inaccessible. Apparently we did pick up a wall at some point. Doesn't make sense. I am lagging tremendously. Yippee. Okay, that was connected to the ceiling piece there. That's right, that's right. Okay. We should be able to slap that down. Can we make this a little cleaner? Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't even look this way, bro. There you go. I could just put a ladder in here. That's gonna look ugly as fuck, though. That doesn't leave a lot to dig in front, but if we get down in there, that might just have to do. Okay, let's take our half walls. Did I not make half walls? Did I not make half walls? Okay. Do these also work as the half wall for this by any chance? I didn't think so. I swear I made half walls. Did I just not take them? Am I stupid? Dude's really coming over here, isn't he? Fuck, there's two of them. Oh, my lag. No, if it... Wish it had just fucking let the shots register. We'd be fine. Those fucking ants didn't get in the way. Man, okay. Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay. Okay. I think I might leave these as they are. Actually. So that's so we can clip into things and potentially remove those. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but to loot things. Okay. What if... do that. Okay. Okay. Look into the cosmetics real quick. It's not as clean looking. Oh, you can't even go out through that. Okay. Same on that side. Okay. We are gonna need those. And let's go ahead and make sure these are set to always out. Oh, my bad. You know, what if we... I know it's not gonna look ideal, but it might just be the best for being inside here. This will give us an idea of what's around us, and I think that surrounding is needed. Now, the reason this is here, because I think you can harvest through this. We'll have to do some testing, but I'm pretty sure you can harvest through that, which means if I fly up close to it, ideally, we don't have to worry. Okay, well, I am seeing a bit of a problem. First off, you can see down in there. Okay, well, what if, okay, here's the strat. Here we go. We're gonna cosmetic those up. So those can be blocked up. How did that get damaged already? What? How? Whatever. And we'll just take those. Man, why my back itchy? I don't like that. Why did I say that? What's wrong with me? Okay. Okay, so that's as far as we can go there. I'm thinking here. Hold on. So these, each one of these might count as a structure, which could be a problem. Um, but okay, okay. Okay, so none of that really changes. I don't really technically need these inner walls anymore, right? Now the problem is I don't know how to do the secret door thing. Is that something I can do? I don't think so. How do I do that? Wall door, maybe? I don't know. We're just gonna have to test. Okay. If I could do it, I would, but I don't know it. Was it a steampunk thing? Um, we'll have to, I guess, wait for Moo to get on. Wait. I just saw it. Metal secret doorway. Wait. Oh my god. I thought this was a crooked door the whole time. Am I stupid? I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. This is concerning. How do I change the direction? This whole time I thought it was like placing them on an angle. Oh shit. I mean, I guess it's fine as long as the stuff goes through it, right? Oh my god. Jesus, dude. Alright, we're fine. So frustrating. What? There we go. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure. How am I gonna do that? Can I do that with this? Because I'm thinking, I don't think I can do it with the slope stuff. Or with the, like, triangle ones. Guess we'll have to try. Angle. No! Okay. We gotta be careful then. Worst case, we can definitely get rid of these because a lot of the stuff is just so uneven it's not gonna matter. Alright, we have one triangle. I don't think I need 6, so... I think 3 is it? I might go ahead and do the smithy strat, though. Just so I can reduce down our structures a little bit. Oh, wow. Damn, you took a lot of damage. Okay. Thinking about maybe turning this into a ladder as well. Once again, just to make it a little cleaner looking. Let's go ahead and turn this around. Yeah, I mean, look at that. You can't even see the bottom two. We're definitely going to have to get rid of those. Which is fine. I'm not complaining. And I almost just prefer how much cleaner it fucking looks. Oh, that's so nice. That's actually so much nicer. Okay. Yeah. Maybe not those. I did kind of want this to look like a pillbox, but it's just so much cooler looking like this. It fits like the whole steampunky vibe. Really hope that doesn't fuck me up. We're gonna leave those for like protection, because I actually think they could be useful to us. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh god. That's so laggy. Alright, so let's loop back around. We really wanted this to work out, but I just don't think it's the play. And I wish I could do this, but there's not enough. What? It's just not enough structure slots. Do I have more triangle-y pieces? I do. Okay, so this should clip in pretty much no matter what. So what I think I might try here is we're gonna put these down, because as long as you land, this shouldn't matter. But while you're in flight, boy, it sure would suck to fall out and down, right? So I think we'll do that. And you know what? Nope, let's not do that. I just think it might even be better as well to just go for this. I know sometimes this shit's super fucking wonky. Should we lock that in? Probably. Yeah, let's normal that. Let's actually go ahead and... Oh, my bad. Fuck. Sorry. We're having fun, right? I mean, I'm having fun. I fucking love building. I've just not been building for us because I thought he wanted to do like a massive project, and I'm like, well, I'll just save all the resources for him, but it's like half built over there, so you know. So this is a concern here. I mean, it's not undoable. So what if I land? How does that look in there? Okay. It's probably maybe not even necessary. Climb ladder. Okay, that's a lot more accessible. It's a little wonky, but it gets you there. All right, I think that's going to be our play. All right, so let's look at this from the outside up here. I am sort of reconsidering the design of it. I mean, maybe this would require more structures, but maybe... No, I think this is the best we're going to be able to get. Because otherwise, it's going to just... Yeah, I think this is it. This is the best we get. Okay, so let's do that there, that there. We're going to pick up the war map. We're going to replace down war map. This should be empty, right? Okay. We're going to pick that up. We're probably going to replace... Okay. Store that for now. Oh, I also have that on me. You know what? Right? Because this will just sort it for us. So let's just take a look around. All right. Okay. From the outside looking in, that's not ideal. Realistically, I think it's not worth losing the pieces to fix it, because I still have to put on a generator and probably turrets. So, you know what? Let me test. Can he see me? If I dismount? He has aggroed. That could actually be pretty fucking big. You can get them on this and then, like, carry them blazes. Okay. God, it's so much nicer looking like this. Okay. So we would have to waste, 1, 2, 3, 4... At least 4, I think. No. We can probably just do 3. But then we'd probably want to do 6 to make it actually look a little cleaner. But that's not actually going to do anything. So we'll see if we can put at least 2 turrets on, and a generator, and we'll go from there. If we have space left over after that, we can maybe work on it. We can also get rid of the war map if we have to. I just think that's cool because it's a warship. And if none of that feels like it's going to work, we can go ahead and rename it as well. It'll suck to not be N Roses because I think that's a sick name, but only so much you can do, you know? I'm just one man. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and show the OCD menu. Add all of that. Probably would be smart to have spikes on it in case something flies into it. Oh, you know what? Okay. Alright, so let's start with a gen. Pull. Make. Done. Then let's look into let's remove the turrets off of this one because I don't really feel like I need them on it. So I think if I just pull these ceilings, I should get the turrets back, and we don't really need the ceiling anyway, so that should work out. Okay. Got those going. Let's make a smithy, which I think I have to place down the warbench to do, which is annoying. Or the workbench, sorry. What is this thing even called, actually? Workbench. And the reason we're doing this is because it is a 1,000 slot thing, and it's only a single structure. I know that's kind of cheesing it, but whatever. Sorry, you know? God damn, that is laggy. Wow. Okay. Okay. Take this. Ooh, boy. Alright, same. Well, actually. Is this like there, maybe? Put that there. Move. Oh, I can't. Is it because I've used it? I can't pick it up? Alright. Pick that up for now. Okay. Jesus, there is no space to walk in here. Alright, we're gonna have to demolish this, sadly. Oh, that sucks. Okay. That's like the only reasonable place to put that. I think you need a fabricator normally to build this. But let's just check. Okay. That's fine. So what do we need to fix this exactly? Fiber, wood, metal, electronics, polymer. Can I make a Zeppelin here? No. Okay. Now, ideally, I did kind of want something up here for railing, but it doesn't really look like that's gonna work if we have these. I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of this. What? That was not what we told it to do. Oh, is it because it's snapping? Is that it? Well, let's try one with no snap. No, it's not. It just doesn't know how to do this anymore. Cool. It's a little frustrating. I guess it doesn't technically really matter. Oh, wait, that's not gonna do it, so... Okay. No! Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'll go put some more inside. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. God, it's so frustrating. I know it's probably not that big of a deal, but it's still fucking frustrating. Well, actually, hold on. We'll leave it on wild only for now. But thinking about it, not really wild only, right? Like... if we wanted to shoot them... Okay. Alright, we definitely don't need all of them. So... yeah, let's just do 2 of those for now. Not bad, though. Can we... I don't know. I do want this on it, but I kind of don't want it on it. You know? Alright, first off, bunk bed. Sorry. God, those things are so goddamn annoying. Next, Zeppelin. But we're not gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. We're not gonna make it. That's not what I wanted. There we go. There we go. Wow, that is a lot more than I anticipated. So I need that. Oh, wait, I did times 6 on it. Didn't? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so what? It's just that much. Alright. There's no pelt needed, though. I'm not sure why it pulled pelt. But we'll pull that. Take that out, and then, like, split it in half at least twice. Alright. We're gonna start with a repair. That was fucking expensive. Okay. That was really expensive. Um... Alright, but it looks like it's now full health, right? Not bad. Let's fill that up. Let's take that out. Okay. Undo that. Make sure this has plenty of gasoline. Oh, and we forgot the bunk bed. Should I call it the gunk bed? Oh. No, we're at the limit? Okay. Alright. Um... Fuck off, dude. Is there a piece we missed somewhere? I'm thinking we might take off one of the turrets because 3 is a lot to keep full anyway, and we'll just do one in the front, one in the back type of deal. What do we think? Because these are heavy turrets anyway. Like, if we're in that big of a trouble, you know, we're kind of already fucked. Should I just do both on back? I guess I could change this to the nasty looking stair. That would save me 3 slots. Then I wouldn't even be able to enjoy my war map though. What does steampunk floor look like again? Oh, that's so clean. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Those are foundations in there. Oh, come on, man. Um, so I don't like their foundation, to be honest. Not from the outside for something like this. I mean, I do actually overall like their foundation. Let's go ahead and change it to this. Wish I didn't have to, but I don't really see a way around it. What I do have to do, though, is this. Okay. Oh, we needed lights. Fuck. Oh my god, dude. Okay, cosmetics. Steampunk. So that's all good. Doesn't really match now, does it? Well, hold on. Let's see what that looks like in here. Alright, so let's see what this looks like from the outside. How about that? Oh, you can hardly tell. In fact, I would argue you can't tell. Alright. We might be able to live with that. Now, here's some ways we could save some stuff. We can just make it elongated, ignore like the general shape, cut off the front as well. That would save us a lot of pieces. But I think it's acceptable for now. I would like to probably, most likely, yeah, I don't know about those. Although it kind of goes with the sides. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave that up for discussion. But we could chop off like this front part and the sides and just have like a basic thing and just cover it in turrets for true war. I don't know. I think this is a good hybrid anyway. A lot of places I don't even know that it's necessary for the ladder, but you never really know. Um, all right, I think for now I'm gonna park this one. Park this one over here. We might change the direction of these doors. They just look so much cooler. But they're not really ideal like that. I feel like I have more on me than I did. Oh, whatever. I need to ask him, next time he's on, I need to ask him how to, like, block stuff off. Because I would like to just maybe load that up with a little bit of stuff to fix it. You know, I wonder if I can put this shovel in its inventory and have it not get taken. I'd rather it be in the box, but if I can put it in its inventory for now, that would at least be nice. Oh, you can't even put the... Oh, okay. Or did it just crash? Okay. All right. Quick check. Um, we might need a new band name, so let me think of something. Hmm. Penetration doesn't really work. I think that is a band, but yeah, it is a band. But I want it to be something like N Roses, where I can cut out a word. Lead, right? It is what it is. So we're kind of cutting out what it is. So what do I name this then? Because I can't make the penetrator joke because it's shaped like a dick, because that's the what it is and what it does. Uh, I feel like it's not much of a gunship though. Should I call it Smith? Because it's just an airship, so Aerosmith, but just Smith. What is going on? I can't. There we go. All right, we're not gonna change it right now. We'll think about it. I don't know. Um, he'll probably get mad at me for making this, but you know what? He didn't want me to make it. He would have been on. And honestly, it was kind of some of the most fun I've had. So, I thought this was really enjoyable. I don't know what other people thought of like maybe watching it, but I definitely thought it was enjoyable. What I'd like to do is fill that smithy with maybe some of the grenades. This maybe a couple of shovels, stuff to repair the gunship, and stuff to repair the tools. Um, Man, it feels like we barely left the house, but I guess we actually spend most of the stream in the air. Um, I kind of did want to do one more run through the cave, but I don't think I have time. But I don't know. I had fun like rebuilding and building that and then flying. I thought it was pretty cool. Uh, I don't know. I'm thinking. All right. I don't know what to do. I guess tomorrow, same deal, but I'll actually stick to it. So if bro doesn't show up maybe after like an hour, I might just switch games depending on what we're doing. I feel like we were able to get away with today because I did have a lot to do in terms of all of those maps, and we were kind of having fun with our designing and redesigning phases. Um, you know, would it probably be better if I only just had like one little offshoot and maybe like a small bunker? Like realistically, um, let's go outside and look at one generally. What you would probably want to do is in case the driver, if you wanted it for digging, you would then also maybe like make an encasement like that. And then you would probably just have it like you would have the platforms, but it would probably just be not even cased in all the way back here. Like you'd maybe do the front triangle part and then like one back in terms of having like a built-in spot, and then the rest would be open all the way down to here. Then you do like two under, two on the back, and then like maybe two on the front, and you'd probably have like a total of what, 6, maybe 8 turrets if you want to try and do the underbelly thing in the front as well. But you would just have enough space for maybe like a bunk bed and a generator up there. And I don't even know that you would, maybe 2 bunk beds. I don't even know that you would need it though, because like if you die, then that means the ship's probably gone anyway. Um, you would just need generators, I think. Just, I guess a bunk bed just in case. But yeah, the way I'm picturing it is like you can really only use this method if you're just full sending damage, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna survive because it is kind of squishy. So if there's flying enemies, yeah, it should hopefully get them. But half the turrets you probably won't be able to reload. Like all the bottom ones, you won't be able to reload. And then the top ones, yeah, you'll be able to reload. But actually, if you're like mid fight, it's gonna be hard, especially if there's like flying enemies like Desmodus. But you would be able to, in theory, probably. Well, maybe you should. Okay, maybe build off walls and then have that. That way you can still kind of shoot down. You know what? It's something I'll have to work on. But I think for tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I feel like we didn't really do all that much, but it feels like we did a lot, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I think maybe next time I'll feel a little more confident if somebody can tell me how to fucking turn on those POI things again. Maybe just walking around town. I don't know, that might be kind of cool. I really want to just see around there. I might also add loot crate flights to my occasional thing just for the fun of it. We'll see. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, I'll catch you in the next one, whenever that is. It might be a morning stream for art. I'm not sure what we're doing, but until then, bye.